Hey, today I'm going to be doing one of the biggest modifications I've done here to my third gen Tacoma. I'm going to be replacing out the front bumper here. I'm going to be putting in a metal bumper that is more suitable for doing some off-roading. I really, one, wanted it because I do like the look of it, but two, it's going to give it a little bit more strength up front. I also wanted to have some recovery points since the Tacomas here didn't really come with any real recovery points in the front. It's also going to allow me to have a hidden winch, and it's got a hidden light bar in there as well. So I'm going to go over the step-by-step process of doing this and show you the final product and answer some of the questions that I had going into this on what you need and what will work and what will not work. So I hope this video helps. Hey, I really appreciate everyone who follows me here on YouTube. So if you don't follow me yet, go ahead and subscribe, maybe give me a like, and you get more videos like this. And after opening the box, this is how it comes packaged. So this here is the bumper that I'm going to be installing. First of all, it has a really nice look to it. I like the powder coating that they have on it here. This one does come with a short bull bar that goes on top like that, which I think is going to look really nice. As I mentioned before, it does have these welded on recovery hooks on both sides. This here is for the winch, and then the light bar will go right in there. Does come with the required hardware if you do want to put on or need to in your state. Put on a front license plate. It does come with a holder that still has a spot for the winch to go through as well. So let's go ahead and show you what we need to do and get this thing installed. And I do want to take a moment here to stop and thank Autoholic for sending out this bumper so that I could showcase and show you what it looks like on your vehicle. So first thing that you should note is this particular bumper here is designed to fit on the third gen Tacoma. That's from the 2016 up to 2023 model. So if your Tacoma is a different year, you might want to look into one that's going to fit that. This one is for third gen. Okay, so one of the biggest questions that I had coming into this is about putting the light bar in. I didn't know how that was going to attach to the bumper. Well, it comes with two of these brackets here, little L brackets, and you'll see right in here, you bolt it like this, one on either side, and you can adjust it to fit if you're going to do like a 20-inch or 22-inch on there. So you can mount this here and then bolt right in here the light bar. Another question I had upon getting this was, did I need any other hardware for putting on the winch? This is the inside of the bumper here. You'll see some holes over here, and that's where the winch is going to sit. And then obviously the cable will come out through this hole. So you don't need any additional brackets or winch holder or anything like that. It sits nicely right inside the bumper here. Another question I had going into it was about directions. Did it come with any type of directions? It does here. It has it all wrote out step by step on what you need to do. And then it does show pictures of everything that you need to do as well. So you are going to have to be a little bit handy here when doing this. There's going to be a few things we're going to need to do. This whole section of the bumper is going to be removed. You will have to do a little bit of cutting. The cut lines are going to go approximately in this area. I'll show you that. You will have to remove the grill here. And if you have a skid plate down here, that's going to have to be removed as well. Okay, one of the first things I'm going to do is remove this skid plate here. To do that, we're going to take off these nuts, one here, one over here. And there's two up front. And that's what it looks like with the skid plate off. Next step is you're going to use some masking tape and tape along the bumper just like this. You want to make sure that you get right into the crease that comes down here, right along this line, and cover that well. Next, you're going to just take a marker measure in right from here, 3/4 of an inch, and just mark that straight across, and then follow the crease down and around. It's going to be your cut line. All right, to remove the front grille here, you're going to have a bolt right here that you need to take out, a bolt right here you need to take out. Down here there's this little pin that you just pop out with a screwdriver. One over on this side. Then you have this sensor here that you have to disconnect. So you're going to want to pop that down out and pop this down through there so that you can get this disconnected from here. And then we'll get to the next step. For these bolts, you're going to use a 10mm socket. All right, just a little trick that I like to do is I want to make sure everything goes back where I took it from. So this little pin here, I'm just going to tape it right next to it. The same thing with the bolts that came out here. I'm just going to tape them down so I know where to put them back. And then after you got all those, you just simply can pull this back. And there it is with the grill off. And next you're going to find this plastic piece right here. And if you see right here is a little pin that you just pop out. There's another pin down in here. Just get it out by pulling, and the same thing here. This pin is just going to come out by pulling as well. You just have to kind of wiggle this out. All right, now we're going to remove this piece right here. It's just held on by some clips. You're going to find this blue clip here, and you're just going to pop that out with a screwdriver. And there's one on both sides. So getting this off seemed a little bit tricky to me. The hardest part was getting to these blue clips and pushing it. You're going to notice that this part sticks up. You really just got to push that down and then be able to slide it out. It does take a little bit of work. The other tricky part with this was these top clips. And really all you have to do, especially since you're not using this again, and it doesn't really damage it anyways, is when you get here, is just kind of pry and pull, and you'll get all these clips that are holding it on to come off. And that's what it looks with that front bumper cap coming off. Next, we're going to be removing this piece. All right, only thing really holding these on is some clips here. You see another one over here. You pull and it just comes off. These are the 6 bolts. You're going to see 2 on this side, 1 on this side. You're going to remove those. Same thing over on this side. Then we'll just pull that right out. All right, I was able to get this bolt off, but I did have to use a breaker bar. Trying to get these two, and the reason I had to use a breaker bar instead of just a socket is this is just a little too deep. I don't have deep sockets. I only have shorter ones. So this won't fit on good enough. So I used a closed end wrench with a breaker bar because those are on pretty tight. But I don't have enough room to work the breaker bar in here. So I really can't work that. So plan B, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off first so that I can get some of this plastic out of the way. And then I should be able to reach from the bottom side. All right, I've seen another guy do this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt this with a clean new blade here. Then I'm going to heat up with this torch. And then I'm going to just cut right along that line that I drew. All right, heating up the blade did not really work so well for me. So plan B, I'm going to go with my Dremel here and see what kind of good clean cut I can get with this. And there's what it looks like with the bumper cutout. You don't have to get it too perfect because there's going to be a trim piece that's going to go right along here. All right, after you got the bolts taken off, you're just going to kind of wiggle it out. And it comes right off. Okay, next we have to move this back. You're going to find a bolt here, one on each side. You're just going to loosen those up with your wrench, take those out. The bumper comes with these little extensions here. Using the factory bolt, you're going to put that on. This is going to extend back, and then this will attach back there. Okay, so I did come across something that was not in the directions, and I did not see it in any other video. I'm going to show you what this little problem is and how to fix it. When you're going to try to relocate this and push this back, the passenger side here, you could see here, the driver's side moves, this side doesn't. These two right here, let's get you a better angle. They don't want to move back. So I got underneath, and you're gonna see right up in here, and you're gonna see it's attached right here. So let's give you a top view of this. If you go into the wheel well here, you have this little sort of foam protection here. You're gonna have to pop off out one of these little snaps here, and then you're gonna see that there's a bolt right there. And I found this to be the best angle to get that off so that you can move it back. And at this time, you're just going to go ahead and attach the rubber trim that comes with it. And the next step after that is I would highly recommend grabbing a buddy, and it's going to take 2 people for this. Lift the bumper up, reattach it right there where the other one was attached. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this really long bolt, 2 washers, and this hex nut here, and I'm going to show you where we're going to connect this to the frame down here. You're going to see this little oval opening here. This is going to go through and come out the back side. Here it is coming out the back. And then just going to tighten this up on here. Okay, we got the bumper installed now. Now we're going to bolt on this bull bar here. Just has 4 screws on each side. Mounts on there nice and easy. Let's get it done. All right, the bull bar just bolts on with 4 bolts on each side there, real nice and easy. This is what it looks like without any accessories, without a light bar, or winch, or any D-rings on it. All right, this is here what the final product looks like. This is the bumper installed. I do have some D-rings on there. I got a winch installed and a light bar. Those things do come separately, but you can add yours to it, and this is how sharp it will look. I'm really satisfied with this product. If you guys are looking for a bumper for your Tacoma, check this one out. To make it easy for you, I put a link for the bumper and all the accessories down in the description. Got this from Autoholic. Very strong and sturdy. I do really like that. It's got a very nice sharp look to it. With this setup, I feel way more comfortable going out there and doing some off-roading on those trails. So if you're looking for a new bumper for your Tacoma, check this one out.